Hey guys, AttackingTucans here, and welcome to my new, delicious yet nutritious Let's Play of SimCity, Cities of Tomorrow. Wow, it has been a hot minute since I've done a single player Let's Play, but I am really happy to be back. I have missed you guys, and I have missed making these types of videos. Now, I haven't completely stopped making videos recently. I have been doing my Planet Coaster series, and I've still been making Versus videos over on my second channel, Versus, with Josh Jepson. But I haven't made single player Let's Play content in a very long time. So I'm kind of scared. I'm a bit intimidated to make some videos because I might be a little bit rusty and I might not be up to par with how I want my videos to be. But I am so excited to be back. I have missed you guys and I think this is going to be a really fun experience. I have watched some other Let's Plays of SimCity, and they've just been some great, amazing Let's Plays that I've watched, just some great experiences, some of my favorite Let's Plays I've seen, and because of that, it's really inspiring me to do my own Let's Play of it, because I want to try to almost replicate that experience, but with myself, and just kind of add some more SimCity content to YouTube. Now, this game actually had a lot of controversy when it first came out, because there was lots of bugs, lots of things wrong with it, but they have fixed all the problems with it. This is a pretty good game now, and I don't have any honest complaints with it anymore. Now, there is a better version of a city simulation game called City Skylines, and that is the game I also want to play on my channel in the future, but I wanted to start with this one because it's a little bit more simplified, and also since it's a little bit older, it came out about 4 years ago, the graphics aren't as good, which means my computer will be able to handle it. City Skylines is a bit too complex for my computer, and my computer would just kind of bog itself down and I wouldn't be able to record it. But I do want to do that game in the future, especially if this series does well and wants to upgrade my computer more. I have to get more graphics cards and stuff in the future to do that. But enough about that. Today we are playing SimCity, Cities of Tomorrow. Cities of Tomorrow is an expansion pack, a very major expansion pack added to the SimCity game that allows you to create very futuristic cities. As you can see in this picture, you have flying hover cars, you have just really futuristic trams, you have these mega towers, and in these mega towers you can do tons of cool stuff. You can add residential areas, shopping districts, education centers, and just there's lots of different options. I can't remember them all off the top of my head, but you can just do tons of fun stuff and make really interesting and cool cities with this expansion pack. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the game. There's a lot to talk about. This game is pretty in-depth. There's a lot of different things going on. I will introduce you guys to this game and kind of give you a rundown of how everything works. So this will be sort of a walkthrough slash tutorial, but at the same time an entertaining Let's Play at the same time. I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be a really fun series, and one I've literally been wanting to do this series for years, and I don't know why I haven't done it sooner. For some reason, it's just one of those things that I kept putting off for a long time. But I think I'm ready. I'm ready to get down to business to defeat the Huns. You know what I'm talking about? I think you guys do. So let's go ahead and start playing this game. Now, the first thing we got to do is we got to choose a region for us to build in. The regions have different biomes, and they also have different amounts of cities you can build. So each region, you can see up here, there's a different amount of cities and a great works project. We'll be starting off with one city, but as time goes on, we can go and open up new cities, and then you can specialize those cities to do specific things. Like, say you could have one city that specializes in tourism, and you can make a lot of money with that city, and then you can have another city that specializes in, say, something like energy, and you can use that city to power all your other cities. You can like sell the energy to your other cities, and you can have them all work together to make one giant region that just functions as a whole region. And then great works projects, those are something you don't get into for a long time, but those are just like special things you can add on to your regions, and I don't really remember much about those, but we'll get into those later because they're not very important. But we want to find a region that has a decent amount of cities. Now this one has 16. That might be a little bit too much. Another kind of cool thing about this game is you're able to play it in multiplayer mode, and you and your friends can all have your own different cities, and you can work on them at the same time and try to build your cities up at the same time and then share resources and stuff like that. For this Let's Play, I'm not going to have any other real people be playing with me, just because that's kind of a hard thing to do for a Let's Play, because I record episodes at very sporadic times, and it's just hard to coordinate that with other people, so we won't be doing that. And also, whenever I do a Let's Play, I do take time to like stop playing the game and talk, so it might be kind of annoying if somebody was playing with me. But I want to choose a region that has probably around like 7 cities. I want to have a region that has a lot of water, but not too much water. We got to find just the perfect region. And also, regions that have a lot of hills can be annoying as well. So we'll probably choose something a bit more simplistic. 5 regions is honestly way more than we'll ever need, especially for a Let's Play. So I think we might choose one of these 5 region areas. Whitewater Valley. This seems really nice. Reflection Atoll also seems really cool. It's a really neat island. That'd be kind of cool to build our cities on an island. I'm sort of digging that. Serenity Key. This looks really sweet too. There's a volcano. That might be a little bit chaotic. This game also has natural disasters that will destroy your city, so that is another fun thing that you gotta keep in mind. I'm really liking this island, the Reflection Atoll. Let's see. The tropical island destination is sandy beaches, ready for the island explorer looking for a laid-back adventure in the sun. A wide assortment of natural resources distributed across the islands gives each island its own identity. I'm really liking the sound of this. Let's go ahead and play the Reflection Atoll. Alright, now we have to think of a name for our region, and I think I have a pretty good name idea for this actually. I thought of it earlier. So you know the Asian island Tyland? Spelled like that? Well, since my name is Tyler, we can name it Tyland. This is the dumbest name ever. Okay, first off, am I going to regret this name for my region 10 episodes from now? Probably, but I still think we should go with it. Oh my gosh, I also just realized something. What if instead of my name being spelled like this, Tyler, my name is actually spelled like Tyland, T-H-A-I-L-E-R. Tyler. Oh my gosh. That's like if I had an Asian twin, his name would be spelled like this. Tyler. That would be great. I just hit my microphone. I'm so sorry about that. That's fantastic. We're not going to be playing in sandbox mode because it gives you unlimited money, but that's kind of boring. It doesn't actually challenge you or make you balance any of your finances, so we're not going to be doing that. So let's go ahead and go to the next part, which is claiming our city. Now we have our 7 city options. Those are those squares right there. And then we have a Great Works location as well. So whenever you click on a city, you can see all of the different resources that that city would include. You have your coal, ore, oil, water, and wind. Now these first 3 resources, those are things that you can get out of the ground and use them to make a lot of money for your city. The city I want to choose is a city with a lot of oil, which this one seems like it's a really good candidate already. We'll look at the others, but I'm liking this amount of oil. And then water is very useful because everybody drinks water. Girl, do you like water? Because I'm 70% water. That's a terrible pickup line. If anybody ever uses that, then just don't use that pickup line. I'm not seeing any oil there or there. Nope. Do any of these have oil except for that other one? No. This one has a little bit. I'm going to go with this city because it has a lot of oil. So let's claim this as our first city. We get to start off with 50,000 simoleons, which actually isn't that many. But hey, it's better than nothing. Let's go ahead and play some SimCity, Cities of Tomorrow. All right, here is our city. Aw, it's so cute. Have the ocean surrounding pretty much the whole entire thing. I mean, that's what an island is. I'm such a genius. So we have a lot of different things going on. First off, is this girl gonna talk to us? Looks like she's not going to. I'm actually really surprised. Okay, so down at the bottom of our screen, we have a lot of different options to choose from. We have our roads, which if you don't know what roads are, then you should probably find out what planet you're living on because everybody knows what roads are. You have your zones, which you have residential zones, which is where people live. You have commercial zones, which is where they have shopping districts and stores. And then you have your industrial zones. That is where your factories and kind of more industrial jobs will be located. Then we have electricity. It's electric, baby. We have some water. We have sewage, government, waste disposal, fire, health, police, education, mass transit, parks, and finally, disasters. Now, these will happen naturally, but if you want to, you can actually unleash them on your city by yourself. Let's just do it right now. Let's create a tornado. Check this out. This is the actual representation of my life right here. Just a complete, wreck. Yep. Isn't it beautiful? It's cool I can just do that. How many tornadoes can I do? Oh, you can only have one disaster going at a time. Like, this is probably the best time to unleash a natural disaster, because later on we'll have a bunch of stuff everywhere and won't want to have to deal with that. But there's a lot of natural disasters. There's the Outworlder 6, which is like a giant transformer, I guess? I don't know. A meteor strike, earthquake, UFO encounter, a big lizard, tornado, and zombie attack. Some Walking Dead right here. I stopped watching Walking Dead this most previous season. I couldn't take it anymore. Okay, so that is all of our main items. And then if we click on the city specialization, we have some other things you can add. There's mining, drilling, trading, electronics, culture, gambling, mega towers, the academy, and Omega Co. And we will eventually go through what all of these different things are. I just wanted to show you exactly what we had as options, but we'll go into the specialization a little bit later. That's a little bit of the more complicated side, and we'll get into that in future episodes. If we click on this button over here, we can see a region view, or we can see all the other cities in our region. You can go to them and look at them. You can actually establish any of these cities at any point you want to, so you can grow 2 cities at the same time if you feel like it. We're not going to do that right now. We'll probably start another city about 10 episodes into this series, but right now we want to focus on our first city. And then what's this right here? Great work sites. So great work sites, I'll go ahead and explain what they are real fast. Now, you can't actually build these until you get a lot of money. As you see, they cost about $1 million, $500,000, but they're things that will greatly improve your regions. So we have a solar farm. It says this dazzling solar array requires advanced resources and workers from participating cities in the region, and I think it just provides our region with a lot of power. So you don't even have to have any like power plants or anything in your cities anymore, and it can save you a lot of space. You have to put a lot of resources and money into these and workers, so that is just something you can't get into for a long time. What other options are there? There's airports that will bring in a lot of tourism, space centers. I'm not sure how that really affects you. It benefits tourists and education, all right. And then archaeology, that benefits workers, shoppers, and students. Nice. There's not very many options for these, but they are definitely worth it. Okay, so let's go back to our city, because this is SimCity, not Sims Great Works projects. We'll go back into our city view. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to build some roads and build some houses along those roads. Now, there's quite a few different road options. There's low density streets, medium density, high density, and it keeps going up and up. But whenever you upgrade your roads, it allows for more cars to drive on them, and it reduces the amount of traffic you have. And over here, you can change the shape of your roads. You can have just straight roads. You can build squares. And then you can have some curves, because everybody likes some curves on their roads. So I'm going to start off with some low density roads, because roads can actually get really expensive. Say we started with high density roads, like we could just spend $10,000 right here just building a high density road. We're not going to do that. We're going to start off with some low density. See, that's a lot better of a price. And another nice thing is you can always upgrade your roads easily. There's an upgrade button right there. So that is another nice thing, another nice option. Okay, so let's go ahead and extend this road out a little bit just to make it a little bit longer. I really want to extend it all the way out to this end, but that would be way too expensive. So I'm going to have another road branch off of it. Ooh, you know what would be kind of nice? If we made our very first row of residential along the beach. No, let's go ahead and save that space, and then we will make this high land value space. So once we have some more rich people move into our region, we can have them live along the beach. So we'll save that for rich people, because rich people love living alongside the beach. I mean, poor people will love it too, but poor people don't deserve it because they're poor. Yeah. Okay, also, I just realized before we even like set some residential zones, I need to find it. We need to look at the data map for where the oil is in this area. We need to look at this region and see where all of our resources are located. So we have, I need to find the oil. There's lots of different things. There's population maps, happiness maps, water table. That's just where our water is. This whole entire region is pretty much filled with water, so we should be very good when it comes to that. Here's our oil map. All right, all of the oil is found in this huge middle section. We will not be running out of oil. Let me tell you that right now. Okay, so I don't want to really build any of the houses on this section. And we could probably build on some of it later because we won't need all of this to be for oil refineries. But I'll probably save like this back corner for our oil refineries. So that's good to know where that is. Is there anything else that's important right now? I guess, wind map. That might be important as well. See where our wind is. We have hardly any wind in this region, it looks like. So I'm not sure if wind power will be the best option. All right, well, we know where our oil is, so let's go ahead and start building some residential zones. I'm going to extend the street. Not too far for right now. We want to save some of our money. Yeah, let's go right down there. That's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty snazzy. Now, you see these dotted lines alongside of our roads? What these are is they are guidelines to help us build our roads more parallel, and they also show us the best spacing for making our city the most optimized. So if we build this road right here, it'll give us these parallel lines, and the best place to build the next parallel road would be right here. And the reason that is because whenever you zone these areas out, so I'll go ahead and start zoning so some people can move into our city. Eventually, when we increase the population of our city, these will convert from little tiny homes to apartment buildings and to eventually skyscrapers. And if you have the road spaced out at this distance, all of these buildings can grow to the maximum size, so you can get the most out of these areas. So I definitely would recommend you to use the dotted curved lines. But look, we are getting our first residents in this city. I just love watching them build all of these little homes. These are some gross homes though, all very low income housing. Let's see. Oh, I like this purple house. It's a little Barney house. It loves you. You love it. I don't forget how the song goes, which I shouldn't forget that because in Mario 64 Versus, I literally taught Josh how to sing it because I was Barney for a second. Very old references from the Versus channel. But look at all our first residents. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Let's build a couple more streets and get some more people in here. It's not giving me guides for... Oh, there they are. Okay, I was like, where's my guides? I need my guides. I need them so bad. Okay, let's put in a few more people. Let's just jam them in here. Get it jam-packed. And we'll eventually need to make some commercials done. We'll make that in a bit. But first, we got to get some power because these people are very upset because they have no electricity. They can't Netflix and chill. Oh no! And they can't watch Attacking Toucans. Oh gosh, this is terrible. This is very terrible. Okay, let's get some electricity in this business. Let's extend a street in this direction for our industrial district. Now, you do not want to have industry next to your residential zones because people don't want to live next to giant stinky factories. Would you guys want to live next to some smokestacks? No, I don't think so. So we want to separate the two things. We'll probably eventually separate them and make them even further apart in the future, but for now we got to keep things a little bit condensed. We'll be doing a lot of just remodeling in our cities in the future. But for now, we got to keep it small because we don't have the money to really make it widespread. All right, so this is going to be our industrial area. And then we have a couple of different power options right now. We have wind power plant. Actually, real fast, since I'm talking so much, I need to change the speed of the game because it's going to llama speed right now, which is double speed. And then the other options are cheetah speed and turtle speed. We should probably stick to turtle speed while we're talking so these people aren't without power for too long because I need to explain stuff. I also just love the name llama speed because it makes me think of the llama song from back in the day. Do you guys remember that song? He's a llama, did a llama, did a llama, did a llama, did a llama, llama, duck. You guys have to remember that. That was one of the first popular internet videos. If you don't remember that, I'm sad. If you don't remember that, then you're probably too young to be on the internet And I'm just kidding. Anyways, here is our power option. So we have wind power, which is nice because it's green, and people don't mind living next to things that are green. It doesn't create any pollution. We have a coal power plant. It's a bit more expensive, and it does cause pollution, but it gives us way more power. So it's really good for a growing population. We have an oil power plant, and this is way too expensive right now, and it also creates a lot of pollution. Then we have solar power, which doesn't create pollution, but it's super expensive. We only have 41,000 simoleons right now, so we have to be pretty conscious of how we spend our money. Now, I really want to buy a wind power plant, but it doesn't seem like we have that much wind in our region, so it would almost be a waste. We wouldn't get as much power as we could. It would give us 3 milliwatts of power, when this would give us 75. Except the other problem is we have to import coal in order to get all the power. But we're going to start with the coal power plant. Now, the best thing about this game is how good it feels to plop things down on the side of the road. Oh yeah, that just feels so good. Plopping is just the best. And then whenever we get this started, you will see the little energy plops that'll come out of the power plant. Come on. I'm just waiting for my energy plops. I think we're waiting for maybe our coal. Yeah, we have to wait for some workers to get into this power plant to get it started. But once we get those workers in there, we have the energy plops to the rescue. It's like watching the energy plops bring power to all the homes. Oh, that's just so satisfying. So satisfying. Do you guys not feel satisfied right now? Because I just feel like I had my back scratched. I almost got a bit more inappropriate with that, but we'll just stick to the back scratch. That was as satisfying as a back scratch. Simple. Okay, so we have power. That is always a good thing, but it does not stop there. There was more resources than power. So now we got to move on to our next major resource, which is water. I jump on your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage. I pull up, I'm effing your daughter. Water. Okay. So we have two different types of water towers right now. We have a regular water tower, and then we have this hydro pumping station. This hydro pumping station is part of the Cities of Tomorrow expansion pack. Now, when it comes to that expansion pack, I think I'm going to avoid all of the Cities of Tomorrow features for the first like 5 or 6 episodes of this Let's Play. I want to stick to the basics before we make our cities futuristic, because I don't know, it's just something I want to do. I think we should just stick with the basics because the game is already complicated enough and I don't want to overcomplicate things. So I want to go to a regular water tower, which is also a lot cheaper. It's way more in our budget currently. Another thing is, if you place futuristic things next to any of your roads, it'll turn those roads into futuristic roads and all of the houses and businesses on those roads into futuristic businesses. So that's something cool to keep in mind. But we're just going to stick with our regular water tower for now. We want to keep this away from anything that would create any form of ground pollution, because we don't want to be pumping out any dirty, nasty, disgusting, polluted water. So we'll probably place it over here. Now, I think this might create a little bit of noise pollution, so the people living around it won't be super happy, but I don't think it's going to create enough to where it'll upset people that terribly bad. Now let's go ahead and watch a little water plops. A little water plops. Everybody is being quenched. Yes. 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 Oh, so quenched. Sweet. And now we have the petition to build a town hall. Look at that. Our city is progressing so smoothly. So we might want to build a town hall in a second, but before we get to that, we need to do something with the sewage, because look at all of this poop. All this poop is just sitting here. It's exploding all over the place. It's getting all over the streets. It's just disgusting. I can't handle this. So we need to do something about it right away. Right away. Tally ho. Now I want to keep this the sewage plant. We have to build a sewage plant to suck all of the sewage out of our residential area. So I'm going to kind of place that a little bit further down the road, and I'm going to use these dirt roads because they're a lot cheaper, and no one's really going to be coming down this road anyways. So if traffic comes on it, it's not that big of a deal, and later on we can easily upgrade it. I can even show you. I'm just going to show you how to upgrade a road real fast. All you do is you do that, and then you have an upgraded road. It's as simple as that. So now we have just like one little dirt road, which is okay. It adds some character to our city. I actually like this road a lot. I like getting this close to our city and just seeing like the details. And the graphics aren't fantastic when you get this close. It almost kind of looks like Skyward Sword, like a weird watercolor type graphic style. Am I the only one who sees that? Yeah, you can see these cities up close. It's really cute. Actually, let's go ahead and just look at the city up close again. Let's look at all of our beautiful residents. They're all getting tons of trash bins. All these trashy people. Should probably move it back to turtle speed. Keep forgetting to do that, and I can't do that. Later we'll be able to keep it on llama speed, but as we're getting all these resources set up, we should probably keep it at a slow pace so our residents don't hate us. Oh, look at this water tower just pumping away. Pump it harder, pump it harder. Pump up that water now. We getting everyone quenched. Do we have any nice looking homes? I mean, none of these homes are too bad. Some of them are on stilts. It's like they're trying to watch out for some flooding. We don't live in New Orleans, buddy. You are okay. I mean, we do live on an island, so maybe it is a good idea to be on stilts, because with all the global warming that might be happening in the future, you gotta take all the precautions you can take. Alright, so let's go ahead and build our sewage plant. I keep talking so much. I need to stop doing that. I mean, it is a Let's Play, and I am also kind of treating this first episode as like a tutorial, because I'm sure a lot of you guys have not played this game and haven't seen this game, so you need to be informed as to how it works. Okay, so let's go ahead and place our nice sewage pipe and just watch all of our little poops get sucked out. Here we go. All of the poops. Not to be confused with the plops. We have our poops and we have our plops. It's a complicated process. Maybe you guys will fully understand once you get older. Now this is the amount of sewage we can take as our population grows. As our population grows, it will fill up the capacity and we'll have to build more sewage plants in the future or build nicer sewage treatment plants. And then finally, we have our sewage sanitizer, and that's part of the Cities of Tomorrow expansion. Okay, let's go back to turtle speed. I'm also done watching the poop being pumped out of our city. Alright, so I think the next thing we want to do is we want to build our town hall. So we want to be placing this in a fairly nice section. It'll probably be there for a long time. And I want to surround it in parks and just make it a nice section of our city. So I think I'm going to extend this road a little bit more further down. And I think I'm going to put our town hall. I'm going to move this out a little bit. I'm going to put our town hall right in this section right here. We'll make this kind of our little town hall area. So, wait. I don't think I even left enough room. I guess I'll put it on this side of the road. I was going to put it on this side, but I did not leave enough space. I even put a little bit of extra space thinking I would need it, but didn't use enough. All right. Here is our glorious, glorious town hall. It is a wonderful addition to our city. Look at this. We can name our city. Congratulations, Mayor. Your hard work has paid off. Now that you've built up your town, give it a name. Oh, we have to think of a name for our city. Oh, I didn't think about this. I am not good at thinking of names for things. Well, I think this might actually be a good spot to leave off for this episode, because we've been playing this for 30 minutes already. Time has been flying by. I am having such a fun time with this Let's Play already. And for this first episode, I'm going to leave a comment question for you guys. What should we name our first city in this Let's Play? On the island of Tyland. Ooh, I like the sound of that. The island of Tyland. Great stuff. The island of Tyland, what should our first city's name be? Leave your name suggestions down in the comments, and I will pick my favorite for us to name it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Let's Play SimCity, Cities of Tomorrow. If you enjoyed it, don't be shy, give it a thumbs up. And I cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. You guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.